Hello.
You don't want any of this, do you?
No. Great
Yeah, it was way too
stromboli.
oily. Don't chop off your finger. It's a bad day for you.
Why?
Because I'm busy. I don't feel like going to the emergency room.
Okay, fine.
Selfish reason. I'm just
I did it.
kind of spent.
I'm master chef.
Was that in your video? The emergency room comment?
Yeah.
Sorry, you know I love you.
Hello. Welcome to episode 1 of Eating a Watermelon and Talking About Society with your host, me, Jake. Okay, let's see. Just got our watermelon here. Let's, take a bite. It's a really good watermelon. You can get watermelons at Costco, Walmart, basically anywhere that sells food during the summertime. They're great. I might do this with a pumpkin later, but this is good too. So what I really like about watermelons is they're green on the outside, right? And then you cut it open, it's like, oh my gosh, it's red now? It's crazy, Now the number one problem with society today is that I don't think everyone has gotten the chance to really appreciate the beauty that is Americans' watermelon. I guess they're the same as the rest of watermelons. I would really like to know what, watermelons around the world taste like if they have watermelons around the world. Come on, they gotta have watermelons around the world. And I think it's such a big deal for some people to just I don't want to put that in my fridge or anything, that they just don't buy a watermelon. Well, you can get a small watermelon, and then maybe if you don't want to put the whole thing right when you get home, you chop it in half, eat half of that for dinner, you put the other half in the fridge, boom, half the mess, half the work. It's great. Another thing, I don't really think people know how to select their watermelons when they go to the store. I don't either, so I'm not really one to talk. There's some kind of chart out there. I don't know if it works or not, but yeah. This is a really good watermelon. Another thing I feel like we need more of is blueberry and raspberry farms, the small berries, or some kind of technology to harvest small berries quickly so we can get them at an affordable price, because if we had those, more people could enjoy the beauty that is, blueberries and all that. It'd be cool if you had a fruit salad in a watermelon that was carved out, but still some watermelon in there, and it was just filled with blueberries and blueberries and blackberries. I feel like the raspberries would get mushed up quickly. I don't like when it gets too gushy, because that just gets crazy. And I really appreciate it if you're still watching. That's insane. Here, I offer you a slice, okay? Take a bite. Thank you. Now, another fun part about watermelon is just how fun they are to eat, Get a bit messy, though. As a wise man once said, the bad part of a cucumber is the good part of a watermelon. I should really compare that sometime. I'm not sure how true it is, but, always fun to eat. Or I should have brought some napkins out here. Napkins are another thing that not all households have, but I feel should be more common and available. They're nice little, they're not like paper towels where you have to rip them off. You can just grab one and then, boom, there you go. You got a napkin. Which for some reason, I don't know why. I'm not really sure the price of napkins, but I think it's more than paper towels because everyone, you can always use a napkin. I'm sorry, you can always use a paper towel as a napkin. But you can't use a napkin as a paper towel, because if you want to pull an entire roll off with them all still being connected, you can't do that with a napkin. It's just the thing, you know. I view these watermelon seeds as like, well, I don't really view them as anything. They're just watermelon seeds. And the thing about that is everyone tries to make these metaphors and look into things that really aren't. Sometimes the simple things in life are just, you know, can't be explained. There doesn't have to be a reason behind everything. It's always good to understand things, but it's never good to, you know, try to understand things that have no meaning. Like, I don't know, watermelon seeds, for example. I mean, they grow, they can make more watermelons, but other than that, they're just, you know, little seeds inside a bigger picture. And here I am, making metaphors out of things I just specifically said not to make metaphors out of anything, you know. Some people say I could be a teacher. I just don't think I could do that with the salary and just the whole hassle of being a teacher, you know. One thing I do think it's kind of weird. Why do you become a teacher if you hate kids? Like, just don't do it, you know. It really puzzles me when I see a mean teacher. I'm like, your job is to help students understand, grow, learn in the mind, and in that field of study, yet they seem to hate their job. Like, there are so many other professions you could do, unless they're not, and it's like, you have to be there, but find something you like to do. And I guess if you can't, you know, there's some people, they just need the money, and that's the thing. There's not always like open jobs for everyone that wants a specific job, and you can come to learn other things that you love to do. Man, this is juicy. Speaking of juice, if you haven't tried guava nectar, it's good stuff. I think it's like, you got 2 gallons for $8 at Costco, something. I'm sure you can always order it off the dark web as well. You know, Costco, dark web, same thing. And it's funny, for watermelon, it really feels like juice because it's, you know, sticky, you know. But another one of the deceiving things in life. You know, almost looks like, you know, tomato juice or salsa, but it's all good. Sometimes I like having smaller chunks at once because, you know, that's just how you eat watermelon. I'll leave this chunk here for you. I know how much you guys love watermelon. Sometimes just taking a moment to go outside and listen to the sounds of watermelon is always fun, you know? I'm sorry, sounds of nature. I don't know why I said watermelon. Where'd that word come into my mind? It's odd, right? You know, this might be my longest video, which I think is kind of weird. It's just me sitting down with a watermelon, and if you've made it to this point, I congratulate you and thank you, because it's not every day you sit down and, you know, watch some guy eat a watermelon like some kind of barbarian. But, you know, that's why I'm here for you. I'll always be here for you to do that. I have a friend, and he eats apples, and then when he gets the core, he continues to eat the core. And I asked him one day, hey, why do you eat the core? And he's like, doesn't taste any more different than the apple, and, you know, less mess as well. And so I started eating the core, and there's, you know, once you get past that really hard and crunchy part, you know, it's just smooth sailing. Don't even have to look for a trash can or throw it on the floor and feel like some kind of loser. Here's another piece for you. You know, if a watermelon and cucumber are genetically similar, it's not similar, I think there should be some kind of scientist or something that tries to pickle a cucumber, kind of like pickle a watermelon like you pickle a cucumber, you know? I don't have much, I record videos on my phone. I'm not really sure how much storage I have on here, and we're already at 10 minutes, or I'm sorry, almost 11 minutes now in, you know, this section of the clip. But if storage gets full, does it just like stop recording? Because that'd be awful. But, you know, if that's what happens, then, you know, it happens. I probably didn't want to slice this big, but, you know, you don't want to let it waste. I'm pretty sure after the events you guys have witnessed in this video, no one's going to really want to eat this watermelon. I think one day I'll make a video on how to carve a watermelon. If you look at my logo, that's what I did. I feel like we need oh, don't fall off the table. I feel like we need like cereal that has raisins in it, but isn't like as bland as the raisin flake part of it, but not like too sugary, like as Frosted Flakes. I'm thinking maybe like Cheerios plus raisins. You could always make it at home, but it's always simpler if you just buy it. As a wise drunk scientist once said, consume. Don't return it. Buy another one. Consume. Which is, you know, awful advice, but, you know, maybe he's got a point. Probably not, but. I'm making a mess. But, you know, sometimes the messy things in life taste good. Yeah. Ah, it's everywhere. Yeah. You didn't eat anymore, huh? Mind if I have this? It's beautiful. Anytime I come out and record a video, there's these dogs that always bark. It's ridiculous. And there's my dog. She's great, but she's got to learn to stop sometimes. But, you know, it's what she does. Now, I appreciate you for joining me. If you've made it this far, please comment watermelon 3 times in a row. Thank you. I appreciate it. If you want to see this again, then it doesn't matter. You'll see it again soon. I'll be back. I always come back. Oh my god, that's a FNAF reference. Let's not get into that. Oh my god, you hear what's happening over there? So basically, there's this guy, his name's Scott Cawthon, and the internet has been acting like